We all face those really tough decisions, don't we? But what if you had a simple tool, kind of like a checklist, to help you navigate through them? Well, today, we're going to break down a really powerful framework designed for exactly that. It's called the plus filter. You know that exact feeling I'm talking about? You're at a crossroads, the pressure is on, and it feels like every single option has a major downside. You just feel stuck, trying to figure out which way to go. Yeah, it's one of those high stakes moments where just going with your gut doesn't feel like enough. You need something more than a guess, right? You need a clear process to help you cut through all the noise. And it doesn't matter if it's for your career or something in your personal life. Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore. A simple framework that really does act like a compass when you're lost, helping you find your way to a decision that you can stand by, one you can feel truly good about. Okay, so it's called the PLUS filter. It's a super easy to remember acronym for a four-step check. The whole idea is to run your potential decision through each of these four lenses one by one. So let's break down what each one actually means. All right, first up is P, and P is for policies. Now, this is usually the most straightforward check because it starts with the rules that are already established. You know, the ones written down on paper. This is your first checkpoint. You just ask yourself, is what I'm about to do consistent with my company's policies and procedures? It's really about respecting the framework that you're already operating in. Honestly, if the answer here is no, your decision-making process might just stop right here. So let's say your idea passes the policy check. Next up is L for legal. After checking the internal rules, this filter makes you look outward to, the laws of the land. This definitely broadens the scope. Your decision might be perfectly fine according to company policy, but does it break any local, state, or federal laws? This filter makes sure your choice isn't just okay for the company, but that it's actually lawful. And the consequences here obviously can be way more severe. Okay, so your decision has passed the policy test and the legal test. Now we move from the black and white rules to the stuff that's a little more gray. U stands for universal, and this is all about the core values that define your organization. You can think of this as the culture check. Does your choice really align with the company's mission statement and its core values? It's about upholding the spirit of who you claim to be as a team, which, let's be honest, sometimes goes way beyond what's just written in a policy handbook. So we've checked the organization's rules, we've checked the law, and we've checked the company's values. Now the filter turns inward for the last and maybe the most important test of all. This is the ultimate gut check, the sleep at night test. After everything else, can you personally live with this decision? Does it line up with your own moral compass, your own sense of what's right? This is the step that makes sure you can't just justify your decision to other people, but crucially to yourself. And there you have it. That's the whole framework. Policies, legal, universal, self. You see how they work in sequence? You start with the company rules, then society's laws, then your group's shared values, and you finish with your own personal ethics. So the real power of this is how these four questions work together. Each one gives you a completely different lens to look through, guiding you from the hard and fast external rules all the way to your deepest internal values. It's like a complete 360-degree checkup for any tough choice you're facing. So why does this all matter? Well, because the plus filter takes what feels like a tangled, emotional mess and turns it into a clear, step-by-step process. It pushes you past a simple gut reaction to really consider the whole picture. This helps you make more consistent choices and, importantly, gives you a clear, solid reason for the path you end up taking. At the end of the day, using a tool like the plus filter isn't just about making one good decision. It's about building a pattern of sound, ethical choices over time. It's about consciously shaping your personal and professional integrity, one decision at a time. So the next time you're faced with a tough call, just remember those four letters, plus. And I'll leave you with this question. What's the next decision you're facing, whether it's big or small, that could use a little more clarity? Give it a try.